who were basically pressured into doing gay things. He was saying that he's seen this one older inmate say, "Hey man, your hand can't be gay."
Man, listen, there was a situation at Appalachia where a white boy got moved into an open bay dorm. A whole bunch of white boys got moved in there. They were young too, so like 18 to 20. They put them in the older dorm, and a bunch of black dudes just had all their stuff ready for when the white boys went into the showers. They were just waiting. Because the second that white boy gets under that water, them dudes get in there and they start and doing all type of shit. And there was one kid that he was on the toilet. And dude came in there with a knife and said, "Turn around, don't even wipe."
So I'm telling you young guys, I love you. I do. When I was locked up, I loved you, man. When you come in, hey bro, who you I don't care who you I'm getting ready to in you.
Turns out prison isn't just about survival anymore. It's changing people. And word on the streets, a lot of black men are switching up, turning feminine just to make it out alive. But what's really going down in there? Well, stick around because it's shocking and way deeper than you think. Now, if you've been tuned into the streets, then you know to talk about inmates getting bent over inside the prison system ain't nothing new. It's kind of become a norm. And truth be told, it ain't slowing down. If anything, it's getting worse. What makes it even crazier is that the prison system has turned a blind eye. ONS locked up see it as normal to prey on young dudes, and they run the game how they want. Johnson Fleece, better known as the Booty Warrior, has been loud about them wild tactics he used after 40 years in the system.
We sat on the bed. I said, look man, I love you, man. You hear me? I love you. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care about this, man. I love you, man. And let me tell you something else. I want you to be, man. Be your what? I said, if you say you don't want to be, man, I'm ready to die tonight. I'm ready to die. You know, I don't care if you kill me, they kiss me again, we kissing and shit. And I'm hard, man. I just know it, boy. I've been waiting 5 months for this, man. So I'm telling you young guys, I love you. I do. When I was locked up, I loved you, man. When you come in, hey bro, who you I don't care who you I'm getting ready to in you.
Dude has been saying for years, booty is more important than water. Laugh if you want, but inside, that ain't a joke. It's the code for some of these predators.
In this prison, it was more important than food. A man's, it was more important, I'm sorry, it was more having some was more important than drinking water, man. I like it.
And not all predators play it slow and cunning like Johnson Fleece. Some come at you straight up violent. 1090 Jake in an interview shared a sad story of a young boy forced to bend over, and when he refused, he was unalived. Sad, real sad. No wonder black men are turning femme in prison. Sometimes it's the only way to survive.
For when the white boys went into the showers, they were just waiting. Because the second that white boy gets under that water, them dudes get in there and they start doing all type. And there was one kid that he was on the toilet. And dude came in there with a knife and said, "Turn around, don't even wipe."
Ugh.
And this kid, you know, he didn't want to do it. So the guy made him do something else. He started to refuse that. And dude ended up stabbing the shit out of him. So it's like, it's f***ed up in there. It's a different world.
Well, if you ever consider doing crime and think it's not that bad, just replay this part of the video.
Facts.
And it's shocking how the youngins still glorify prison, especially in them rap tracks, acting like it's some damn luxury spa vacation. They make doing a bid sound like a badge of honor, and young dudes eat it up. They start thinking it's cool, even a goal, to get locked up. But here's the part these tracks don't show. The dirty side, the side that don't make the track list. The old heads who lived it, the YNs of back then, who are now ons, are finally speaking. And what they're saying ain't the gangster fairy tale you hear in those songs. Last year, Vernon went on an interview and didn't hold back. He said he met an ON inside, thought he was just a homie, playing games, chilling, drinking. But one day, that friend grabbed him and took it there. No warning, no chance. Vernon couldn't do nothing. If he tried, he would have ended up like the others who tried, in a casket. Dude said he ain't never fully recovered, even after walking out them prison gates.
And I had already been hanging out with him most of the day in, day out, sitting in the cell, talking, rapping. I think we had started drinking a little bit because they had hooch.
The hooch.
So,
Yeah, hooch, yeah.
Yeah, so we got to drink a little bit, had a little hooch. In his cell, because he had a cell by himself, got to use the bathroom. And once I started using the bathroom, we just came up behind me and just grabbed me and put me on the bed. And
So I have to ask, how long did it take you to, one, physically recover, two, mentally recover, in regards to just getting back to normal?
physically, probably, I don't know. I don't even know the time frame, but mentally, I mean, I think mentally deep down, I still have maybe some issues. Because even at one point, once I got to North Carolina, I started going to therapy. I started seeing a therapist, and for 10 years, I was in and out of therapy.
Sadly, for some, once it begins, it never stops. They become jail slaves, tagged booty boys, and being a booty boy is the worst job in prison. Not chosen, no escape, just constant danger. Showers and hallways become ambush zones, and the booty warriors patrol like it's their shift. Cause weakness in prison isn't what people think. Even the toughest street dudes can get broken in 72 hours. There are two types of people walking in: those who think their street rep follows them, and those who understand prison has its own food chain. Not knowing your place leads to loss of humanity, you become property, and property can't say no. A booty boy isn't necessarily weak, just isolated, and isolation can happen to anyone behind bars. But here's where it gets nasty. Booty warriors don't just attack the body, they attack the mind, forcing victims into acceptance and daily submission. SA is just the initiation. The real psychological destruction comes after. Victims become property, losing freedom, identity, and dignity. Fredo Bang, in an interview, opened up about what went down inside the prison walls. Dudes getting their manhood stripped away by force. He said it's the kind of thing he wishes he could erase from memory.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people rather be dead than dead. Cause you get to the wrong jail, you get to the wrong facility, the wrong line. You might experience some things worse than anything you done faced in your life.
And y'all remember that sit down with Rico Reckless and Ilwil Samo, where they broke down the brutal reality of prison life and the twisted stuff happening behind those walls.
What's Savage like?
Well, I don't know where this gay started from, but this was going on. In Chicago, Cook County Jail, they will knock you the out.
Cold. Knock you out
When you
cold.
hit that ground, you will hear this. Get that butt! Your thing. Nah, the fighting to be, get the on. Pull your pants down. Pull your drawers down. Open up your ass and spin your ass.
And
now
it'll
your
be
ass a bitch.
Six people line up
It'll
to
be
come
niggas
spin your ass.
spinning your ass.
Eddie Mathis, in an interview, straight up said he's witnessed young guys being passed around like they're nothing, while older inmates grab their Tootsie Rolls, bending them over like it's just another day behind bars.
Stories prior to going over there how the older guys were ripping some of the younger guys. For instance, certain guys that left there to go to Lorton, we would later hear that, man, such and such just got ripped over there,
Was rape a thing during those times?
Oh, man, it was commonplace, man, honestly. I mean, You can walk out your dormitory and see somebody grabbing somebody, 2 or 3 guys throwing a coat over their head, you know, and taking them into a dorm, and you have 20 or 30 guys lined up to rape them.
Turns out routine humiliation becomes standard behind bars for black dudes. Forced compliance, food control, 24/7 power plays. Over time, the psychological collapse is real. Victims start protecting their abusers to survive, becoming part of the same machine that broke them. And that's why the system is so deadly. Young men walk in thinking prison's just another flex, only to get swallowed whole by a cycle designed to destroy both body and soul. Cause survival isn't about who's the toughest outside, it's about knowing how to bend, who to trust, and even then, it might not be enough. And these young dudes getting locked up ain't even built for the system. No survival instincts, no weight on their bones, no muscle to speak of. All that tough talk with a gun and a ski mask, take that away, throw them in a cell at 145 pounds, and now they're surrounded by monsters, dudes doing burpees, push-ups, and curls for over a decade, just waiting on fresh meat. The ONs, some of them don't rush. They play the long game, make YNs feel safe, like they're shielding them from the real predators. Then, the moment they let their guard down, they flip. Same wolf game Vernon's friend played. And trust, it's happening more than anyone on the outside wants to believe. The harsh reality, many guys who end up taking their own lives behind bars or trying to, it ain't just about serving time. It's the abuse, the constant humiliation, the endless nightmares that eat at them. Prison reports keep showing the guards and staff don't give a damn. Protection is barely a thing, and if someone dares to speak up, they get dismissed or told it was consensual. Human Rights Watch been tracking this for years. They hear from men leaving prison broken, deep depression, self-loathing, trusting people, gone. PTSD hits so hard, some can't even sleep without reliving the horror. Then the bigger question hits. What happens when these guys re-enter society carrying all that trauma? Experts say many pass it on, some turn into abusers themselves, fueling the same cycle that trapped them. And the silence, heavy, the shame, heavier. Most won't admit what happened, scared of losing street respect. So the system keeps running, spinning like a wheel. More young men go in, more predators lie in wait, destroying YNs even before a single parole hearing. Final truth, every crime young dudes commit is a roll of the dice with their souls. Step inside prison and you're risking more than freedom, but who you are. And the only way to walk out whole, don't step through those gates in the first place. Trust folks online been loud advising YNs. One dude wrote, best advice is that don't go to prison, otherwise you will end up like this. While this also user didn't hold back saying, these YN don't think it's gonna happen to them until it happens to them. And about why the government ain't doing nothing to stop this, one user said, governments think that everyone in prison deserves this. Strange. So what's your take? Is this just the way the system works, or can it be stopped? Could young men survive prison without losing themselves, or is the cycle unbreakable? Drop your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our next video on the end screen.